sitting down with Energy Standards, James Gibson and Sarah Sjostrom, coming off of a massive win. That was one of the closest ISL matches I think we've seen in history. First of all, just how you guys feeling being back on top?
Well, first off, it was an absolutely fantastic final. We've got to say, you know, great champions are made by great opposition, and the Cali Condors were awesome tonight. It was a huge fight. You know, it could have gone either way, and right down to the end, you know, it just come down to those skins races, and it just showed how competitive it was. You know, Sarah got MVP of the final and MVP of the league overall. So, you know, we're very chuffed with the team performance. The team was amazing, and they really stepped up tonight. And you know what, we asked them to have a bit of fun, and it certainly looked like that in the stands.
Sarah, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we took some big risks today, and I think some events where we thought we would get a little bit more points, we didn't get a lot of points there, but there was definitely a lot of swimmers that we didn't expect to be that good. They were actually outstanding today, so I think that was the key. We really needed some surprises today, like Anastasia in the skins. That was amazing that she made it all the way to the last round of the skins, and also with the boys, both boys made it to the second round. So I think that was very important for us.
Yeah,
I think just a special mention there to Anastasia. We put her in the mixed relay. She had to back up the skins, and also Mary Sophie Harvey coming to the 400 medley. But we made decisions on the fly. You know, this is a tactical game. It's a game. It's a tactical match, and we were actually making decisions that you know, taking someone in, taking someone out. It's not the easy things to make, but you know, with Tom Rushton and myself, we're confident we made all the right things, and we came through in the end.
And it was even a risk to put me on all the races in the 100 free, 100 IM, and 50 fly, and the mixed relay. I haven't done all of those races in the whole season. It was the first time I've done all of them, so that was a big risk. We didn't know if maybe you guys knew better than I, but it was like
it's calculated.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a big surprise that I could swim that fast in the 100 IM with a very short turnaround time.
No kidding. I mean, and then on the relay too, right? You anchored and backed that one up and won it for Energy Standard. I mean, for you, Sarah, coming into this day, I think you knew you were going to be in all those events, but how did you prep to do, 4 races in just 2 hours?
Yeah, so I think if it was yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to handle it the same way. I had a rough day yesterday, but today I felt so much better myself, and I don't know, when we were talking about it yesterday evening, if I should do all of them or not, I was just like, hey, let's just take a risk and guess that I'm gonna be feeling better the next day.
Was there something physically that was off for you yesterday that went better today, or it was just you were just feeling more like yourself today?
Yeah, I just felt more like myself today. I didn't have any energy yesterday, and it took a long time to recover between the races, more than usual. But today I felt super strong, and even after 100 freestyle, which usually is like a really big challenge for me to recover after, it takes a while for me to recover after 100 free, like for many other swimmers. But today I felt like I could dive in that 100 IM like 5 minutes after the 100 free if I needed to. I just felt so much better today.
That seems great for energy. And then James, can you take us through those last few events again, how you guys decided to make all of those game time changes with Mary Sophie in the 4 IM, Anastasia in the relay, and then deciding to put her in the skins as well, and then taking Chad out of, or if he was ever in, but not putting Chad in the 50 fly skins and subbing in Adam Barrett?
You know what? We have a lot of confidence in our athletes, and we actually listen to them. So Mary actually proposed to us an idea about the 400 medley. It's not something you can do all the time. I think at certain events they actually have residual fatigue. So if there's back to back, it's something you can only do for the final. We took a risk on that, but it was a calculated risk. Like Mary could have swum the skins. And you know what? Right until the last official change, we didn't know if Mary was going to do the skins or do the 4 medley, and we just had to make a decision on the fly. we saw how well Anastasia was swimming. She's been fantastic, like 55.0 in the mixed relay. And just another thing, that mixed relay at the end, Sarah only dived in 0.1 or 2 behind. It was close, you know. There was no give and take on that. So we made the right call to bring Anastasia in. If we didn't have her in there, we probably would have lost that relay. But that's the ISL. It's tactics. It's evolving, and we listen to the athletes, because you know what, generally they have good input and they make the right decisions, and it's their project as much as we're the staff and the general managers and the head coaches. It's their title, it's their championship, it's theirs, and they have to own it. And that's one great thing we've got in our group. We have experienced swimmers. We've got Adam Barrett. He retired and he came back for ISL, and it wasn't a risk to put him. The boy's flying. He's not far off the British record in 103 yesterday. Ben Proud stood up very, very well. It's too many names. Siobhan Hoagie's been fantastic all year. Ilya Shimanovic, him and Nick Fink had a battle this week. Ilya lost 3 races by 0.2 of a second, and that's 30 points swing, And I think, credit to the ISL for putting this on. It's pandemic here. It's been lots of challenges. It's curfews, and we still charge on as an organisation. And this season 4 is happening. The dates will be out soon, and we're looking forward to come back to defend the title again.
I'm looking forward to that as well. So Sarah, we talked to Siobhan after the last match, and she mentioned that you told her, that world record's yours and the 200 free. Can you talk a little bit about the relationship you've developed with her specifically, and just kind of the nature of ISL bringing athletes together like that?
Yeah, I definitely think the ISL bring everyone together. Me and Siobhan is usually competitors when we race in the Olympics and other competitions. But here we are. We are competitors when we race the same events, but we are also very close friends, and we help each other to get better every day. So it's good to have her in the team.
Coleman, when you have 2 very competitive people in each event, it really helps to drive everyone to get better. And each athlete takes individual responsibility for their performance, and the girls are just exceptional at that. They went 1-2 in the 100 free tonight. Saw Sarah not breathing the last 25, and she does that quite a lot. It's crazy, but it works. She has a talent for it. And they go 1-2 in that, and it's set the scene for tonight. They go 1-2. There's 18 points there straight away, and it rolls on. It rolls on.
Sarah, do you really not breathe in the last 25?
Yeah, I tried to do. Yesterday, I was struggling with that a little bit, but I did some breathing exercises, and today I felt better, and I keep disappearing. I felt good today, and I've been practicing on that quite a lot. I've done a lot of 50s in my life without breathing, and I think that helps me when I do a 100 freestyle. And I also started using nose clip a lot more. Now I'm giving away all my secrets, but yeah, nose clip helps a lot to be able to hold my breath for the last 25.
Yeah, especially so. You've had quite the year, right? With the injury to your elbow, going to the Olympics, medaling there, in spite of not having that training base behind you that you normally would, and then coming right here to ISL and doing that for the last 3 months. Did it feel different coming off the Olympics as it did in prior Olympics? Maybe a little more motivated, or maybe not needing as much of a break coming right into this ISL season?
Yeah, it wasn't really any break between there, but I was super excited, obviously because of the pandemic, and then because my injury I had a really, really long break from competitions. It was like almost 2 years without any international competitions. So we did ISL last year, but it was a long break without competitions for me. So I was actually just excited to get back to racing, and it's been a very good season, and definitely much, much better than I expected. I didn't think that I would be this good this season as I've been. So especially like in the 50 freestyle, I've been swimming 23 low almost every time I dive in the water at that event. So I feel great.
Yeah. So again, you guys are champions now. What's next for Energy Standard and for you guys personally moving forward?
I'm going to go have a beer. That's exactly what I'm going to do with the stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to have 1 week rest in Stockholm, and then I'm going to go to the last competition of the year, World Champs in Abu Dhabi. So it's a long season for me. I've done the ISL and European Champs and the World Champs, but I'm really enjoying it a lot. So it's exciting.
Awesome. Well, again, James,
Cheers,
Sarah, thank you so much for your time.